Welcome to another edition of Don't Waste Your Time. This video may not be for you. My name is Purcell, and I'm here with Matt Wade. You like that title, don't you? I saw that little laugh. And Matt Wade is a pioneer. You might not know it. This man right here is famous. He's going to be famous all over the United States because he came up with a novel idea. He met the owner, who you just saw in a previous interview, and these two guys connected, and they turned an old gas station into what you see and what you have seen in previous videos, a charging station here in Tacoma Park. 4 charging stations, and this is the man who partnered with the owner, Matt Wade, and he's going to tell us all about it. So thank you for taking up some of your busy time. A lot of people out there in the parking lot, so I need to get back to them.
No, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
All right, so tell me how you came up with this idea.
Well, ultimately, it was about 4 years ago. We were working with the town of Tacoma Park. We're putting in public charging infrastructure, specifically for the constituents of Tacoma Park. We're putting in level 2 charging stations throughout the town, but also at their community center, we put in a DC fast charger, 50 kilowatt fast charger. Okay. What we didn't realize was how popular it was going to be. And for a community center with a parking lot, when people are queuing up to use this charger, the town was like, we have to think of something. And so as we were sitting back, with the town and we were coming up with different ideas, we're like, okay, we can put in another one at, a different location. We're just not sure, what would be the best solution. And the town actually reached out to Dolly, the owner of RS Automotive, and said, hey, would you be interested? We introduced ourselves. We looked at his gas station, and he's like, I'm fed up with this gas. It's just not working for me. I'm looking for something new, something that will work. Right. And so what was real exciting was that the flash to bang from that introduction, we worked with the state of Maryland to get grant funding. Actually waiting for that technology to get there. Actually, this is a very special charging system. This is future-proofed. Right. This is it's got a hub and spoke model where it's 200 kilowatts, and right now most cars can't really use that, but when we're ready, we can switch it so that when someone plugs in, they can get that gas station-like experience, that that 10-15 minute charge. Right. And it was real exciting. So there was a lot that happened and went right to make it possible. And our partnership with RS Automotive was critical. They partnered with us. We're working together. We're going to do a full deep dive into the business model of this, because we see it as a for-profit thing that for Dolly, he's going to be able to make money on this kind of conversion. And we hope that we can then study and then maybe report to the people out there that this kind of conversion, it's not just a novel idea, but it's a money-making idea. It makes sense for these, gas station owners to say, hey, actually, if I convert my stations to electric, one, the upfront, it's not going to break the bank. 2, you don't need to have a competitive grant to get you the type of money that you need to kind of create a new business that I see as the future. So, ultimately, it's been real exciting. The kind of attention that we've gotten was actually surprising. We're so happy that people came out today, for example. Right. It's just been a thrilling experience, and it's been really, really fun.
Right. Has any other companies or any other people reached out to you specifically to try to do something else at their gas station or soon to be converted gas station? Okay.
Yeah, oh my goodness. So it's a full spectrum of responses and inquiries. The first was, I'll never forget, the one that really surprised me was America Samoa. I was like, really? You guys are? And it was very interesting to talk to them out there, just because it's cheaper to build a fast charging station than a new gas station. Right.
Yeah. You're not dealing with the tanks and you got to constantly get the fuel and all that stuff. You just got the charging right there.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, and but across the country, from obviously California to Tennessee to Chicago, up in the Northeast. It's just been really exciting because there's a lot to learn on this stuff.
So you have level 2, level 1 charging here. Anything else?
Well, right now we have the lounge here, which we're working. So right now the current project underway is connecting this what we see as a lounge that connects to these chargers. So we want to have right now we have plug share,
right.
display it up on. We got a little keyboard.
Right.
People can check on their car, but we want to have it fully integrated with the machines out there. So that's what we're working on right now here.
So something like this screen right here, just for example, could tell you your car is ready or 5-10 minutes or something like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the idea is that we're almost there on that. And the other things that we're doing here is, again, I think in the next 5 years or so, we're going to see those cars coming out that can take that really fast charging.
Right.
And we're really excited to implement that 200 kilowatt charging system, because that's just wild.
Right. So in theory, 200 kilowatt will charge your car in under 20 minutes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I always like to say charging is like pouring a glass of wine or water, whatever your deal is. But you start slow and you end slow.
Correct.
So you're trying to protect the battery. You'll never get a full battery charge in like 5 minutes without. You have to always have that buffer. Usually, we always use that term 80%.
Right.
So, but the goal is what you just said, to get to that 80% mark within that 5-15 minute point, but batteries always get bigger. But we future-proof the site, so it'll be ready.
Right. Now, for people who are watching, what's the name of your company?
Electric Vehicle Institute, or EVI for short.
EVI, okay. Yeah. And are you on the net? I guess they can find you. You want
to
drop your internet?
Yeah, you can find it. ev-institute.com, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and all these other social media platforms.
Right. Last thing I do. I'm going to just look through here. This is still a very workable space as they are working on older cars here, or new cars for that matter. So they are still an automobile repair shop, per se, but it's tied to the gas station now, electric charging station.
That's right.
So I, just out of curiosity, has people driven here with a gas car and said, you know what, I think I might start leaning towards electric cars? I mean, that could be a win for them, for you and for the owner. But I think this is a great idea. I think you guys are reducing the carbon footprint, going old school route, having a converted gas station into something like this. This is really cool. So congratulations to you. And I'm going to remember this, because I will say in years from now, I remember when he was just a normal guy. And now he's like a multi-billionaire.
Nah, you're too kind, man. You're too kind.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right.